Hello and welcome, or welcome back to another video in the Brotato New Dawn update. And yeah, we are playing the farmer today. We are using the pruner. This is a pretty standard, farmer start. You use the pruner, you only use the pruner, you get a bunch of these gardens, and you get a bunch of fruits thanks to it. So this is what we're going to be doing in this run. And if you don't know exactly what the farmer does, also I'm going to take harvesting 100%. I would also be happy to take luck or just maybe some, normal stat like attack, speed, or something. That would be okay too. But if you don't know what this guy does, he starts with a ton of harvesting, and his harvesting increases every time you pick up a consumable, so basically a fruit, when you're at full HP. The pruner spawns gardens, and these gardens create fruit. So you get a bunch of fruit, you get a bunch of gardens, you get a bunch of money, you get a bunch of harvesting, so on and so forth. Wow, that was really unlucky. Okay, I think we just rolled like 4 times and we only got a single fruit. That was pretty unlucky. So, generally speaking, in shops 1 and 2, even, well, honestly, on this character, even more so in all shops in general, but especially in shops 1 and 2, you should be rolling and looking for your fruit. Okay, well, not for your fruit, sorry, for your pruners, because the pruners give fruit, and the more that soon you get the pruners, the easier it is going to be to stack up harvesting. Plus, you can see the harvesting. Ooh, more harvesting. The harvesting actually increases itself at the end of the wave. I'm going to take some move speed. It's a tier 2 upgrade. That's a little bit better of an upgrade than you would typically get. Bag will be nice, but again, I want to get my pruners. So this would actually make this cost 19, which would mean I wouldn't be able to afford it even if I bought the coupon. I would save one material, but let's not do that. We get another pruner for next shop. But yeah, each one gives also 5 additional harvesting because this is the support weapon class. So once we have 6 of them, we're going to have 25 harvesting just from having them. We have 20 from our passive. We have +1 for every fruit we pick up during the wave. And we also get an additional 3%. So this stat will increase itself by 8% at the end of every wave. Which does mean if we can, we should be picking up the harvesting, or sorry, picking up the fruit at the end of the wave. You don't necessarily have to, because they do fly to you, actually, if you didn't know. So even if you don't pick up all the fruit during the wave, they'll fly to you at the end of it, and you'll still get the harvesting. The difference is, if you pick it up during the wave, you actually get slightly more, because if you get it during the wave, then you immediately boost your harvesting, which means at the end of the wave, it triggers and increases itself even more. So you can see here, we now have 80 harvesting. It went up quite a bit there. I'll take damage over harvesting. I think the damage is going to be nice. And here I would like to get harvesting or attack speed. That's okay. We do want to get some damage. We don't just want to sit here and only get pruners. That's kind of greedy. We could also take the penguin. This is a item which I typically skip on a lot of characters because it's not really good value. In this specific build, I think it's amazing, because what it does is that it gives you one temporary HP regen. It does last for the entire wave, but yeah, one temporary HP regen for the entire wave when you pick up a consumable. So it ties into our passive and it ties into the pruner extremely well. So yeah, also we just want to avoid taking damage. That is our main priority. It's fine if we can get all the fruit, that's nice and all, but if we take damage, it's not really worth it, because then we end up losing health, which means we're losing out on a bunch of value of the fruit anyways. Alright, so how much do we have now? 112. We're going to take some luck here. Luck is always good. It just increases the chance we can get these higher tier upgrades and all. We're not taking a weird ghost. A lot of times I take this especially early because you can get some permanent health, but it starts us at really low health at the beginning of the wave, which is an issue. We could take a glass cannon for a ton of damage. We'd lose some armor. I think this is actually one of the characters. Ooh, another bag. So every time we pick up a loot crate, we'll get some money. That's pretty good. But yeah, this is one of the characters where, since you make so much money, even though the glass cannon loses you armor, which makes it a lot less safe to play, because obviously if you lose armor, you take more damage. And losing 3 armor, I believe that makes you take 17% more damage, which is a lot, right? So that is a lot, especially when you're early game and you still haven't gotten very much health. You're like very low health, you have low armor or negative armor, and then the enemies start hitting harder and harder as the waves go on. So it can be a little rough if you lose armor. But I think since our character scales so well by getting so much harvesting and money, we can kind of afford to take that. Plus 200, not bad. I'm actually just going to take 2 armor here, and I won't take lifesteal though. 15 luck, I will take that. So we're going to get the pruner, of course. We're going to get the damage, the bag, even more damage. I'm like tempted to click it. I'm going to take it. because we get a free reroll if we take that. That's how it works. If you buy every item in the shop or in a single shop, if you buy all 4 at once, then you actually just get a free reroll, which is pretty good. And it's not actually a free reroll. If you didn't know, the way it works is that it pretty much shoves a zero cost reroll at the front of the queue. Because what happens is that every time you roll, you get a new, more expensive reroll on the next roll. But if you empty the shop out, or if you have a dangerous bunny, then you actually get a zero cost reroll shoved in the front of the entire queue. So you're technically saving yourself however much the most expensive or like the very last reroll would have cost you. And sometimes that could even be hundreds of material. So free rerolls are like deceptively really efficient and really helpful. We are getting so much harvesting. This I'm going to go ahead and take. We could just like ban it or something, but I think it's okay. Attack speed is really good. And this, enemies have a higher chance of dropping fruit. This item was made for us. We're obviously going to take that. I could take a claw tree for some damage. I think I will, even though I'm feeling a little bit sus about our current stats setup. I'm a little worried, but that's okay, I guess. We'll take some luck here. I'm going to want this because it's going to scale a bit of damage. That's probably necessary at this point. Ooh, and max HP, finally. That's what we need. Okay, so I will say this is meant to be a guide video, but I haven't taken any max HP. It's not like I'm trying to avoid it, just because I have good movement and stuff. So I'm like thinking, oh, oh, I can get away with it. No, 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 no. I want you guys to be able to replicate this. But in your own runs, I'm just going to assume you probably got max HP at some point. We really just haven't found any good items. Like that broken mouth is, I think, the first good max HP item we've been offered. We could have definitely have gotten some max HP from a level up at some point, I believe. But I feel like we were just getting offered other stats that were better to begin with. So there wasn't really a reason to take that max HP. And you can see how I'm playing this right. I'm just kind of running around the edge of the map. I'm not going for the loot crate. That is extremely greedy, and I think that could get us into a lot of trouble. So I'm going to avoid it. And would you look at that? 300 materials. Now here, I should probably take max HP. If anything. Any max HP one time, please. Armor. I'll take armor, okay? Armor is okay, because we're getting the broken mouth, and then we get the healing thing. And a goblet. That could be pretty good as well. Oh, weird food as well. This is really good. It makes the fruit heal you for more. And obviously our build is very fruit reliant. So it's going to be pretty good. We don't deal a ton of damage, but at least now we don't have negative armor. And we do have more than 20 health. I think with this much, we can easily tank about 3 hits. So as long as we're not just getting hit non-stop all over the place, we'll be able to recover pretty easily. This is assuming we actually leave fruit on the ground to heal in case we get hit. If I just pick up all the fruit for the harvesting, then it's going to make it a little bit more dangerous as well. But I only really need to worry about these guys, the anglerfish. And the way you fight them is you just kind of move in a triangle around them, or you always move horizontally away from where they're coming from. You got to be a little careful with this guy too if he's in range. Oh, there's a loot crate. Maybe we can get that. There's a chance. Dodge all the charging enemies just to be safe. Take our time dodging. No rush, no rush. Okay, the loot crate went to the other side of the map, so I guess we're not getting it. Unlucky. A lot of harvesting, and finally the max HP we wanted. Crit chance, I'll take it. It's a tier 3 upgrade. This is going to help with healing. More luck. More enemy spawn that gives more money, and then we get the last item here. Luck and harvesting, I'm going to have to take that, of course. I think I'm also going to take a spicy sauce. This can be good as well. Every time you pick up a consumable, so again, anything that says consumable on it and is giving you benefit some way from consumables is pretty much going to be a good investment, right? So the spicy sauce, every time we pick up a fruit, we will now deal a bit of damage. And that's not necessarily super insane or anything, but it's just, I mean, it's not meant to be. It's a single item. But it's a good item that will contribute to the run. It also gives 3 max HP, which might seem negligible, but for us, that's a big deal, because we only have 35. So getting 3 more is not bad. It's also just going to give us a ton of damage. An overall very helpful item. Just like very cheap, very helpful. And very convenient, because it's not like we have to do anything, right? We just pick up fruit and then they'll explode sometimes, and we're already picking up fruit. Also, got to be a little careful with the anemones. Anemones. That's a good word. Also, guys, it's been a while since I mentioned this, but my French progress has been pretty good. I actually know like 200 French words now just from self-studying, so I feel pretty good about it. Also, I don't want to take damage. Oh, that was close. in case you were curious about my French progress. Also, this gives 2 melee damage. I will take it for free. Good item. I'm just going to take max HP here, actually. Generally, I would maybe skip that. Oh, let's take both of these. I was thinking about taking the sickle because it deals so much damage. I think I'm going to do that. Now, I'm going to miss out on some fruit this way, right? That's what's about to happen here. This would be nice, and so would the armor and dodge. But, like, you have to really... Oh, I should maybe start banning a few items. I think a baby elephant is not bad, actually. We could take that. Ooh, this is really good, and you're also really good because we have no move speed right now. The lifesteal is a little bit unnecessary, but that's okay. Hunting trophy is amazing. We don't have any crit chance, unfortunately. Like, we have 7%. But what the hunting trophy does is just every time you kill an enemy with a critical hit, you have a 33% chance to get one bonus material. So you end up getting a lot of extra money out of that item if you have good crit chance. In our case, we don't. But you have to think about it, like, what do we need this item to do? We only technically need it to pay for itself. So, like, as long as it makes us, 200 materials or something, then it was worth the investment, in like, technically speaking, right? Also, I gotta be a little careful here. Oh, there's a loot crate, maybe? Oh, we actually got that. Nice. I'm getting hit a couple of times in this wave because I'm, like, moving a little weird, awkwardly. But you can see I haven't really gotten hit much throughout the entire run. I'm just, like, running around the edges of the map and trying to avoid the more dangerous enemies. So, like, in this case, the anglerfish are charging a lot. I'm trying to avoid them. Almost good here. And look at that, 650 materials. This gives armor. I will go ahead and take it. This I'm gonna ban. Yeah, I think we'll ban that. I'll take a bit of HP regen. Crit chance is great because they're about to get the hunting trophy. More damage. Armor MR. Or sorry, not armor MR. Sorry, that's from League of Legends. My bad. Armor and dodge. Armor and dodge. That's good. And then speed and lifesteal. We lose a bit of luck, but that's completely fine. This is another item that triggers when we kill an enemy with a critical hit. It'll give us 1 healing or 1 HP when we kill them with a critical hit. And a sickle to upgrade our own if we like. That could be good too. Dangerous bunny. That's great. Jerky is a little questionable. I think I'm going to pass. Actually, there used to be a bug. I want to believe that it's been fixed already. But there used to be a bug with the jerky on our character in specific. Where if you got the jerky and you were not full HP at the end of the wave, none of the fruit would give you any harvesting. It was really bad. Like, that's a really, really bad. What is happening? Where are these projectiles coming from? Am I crazy? Wait, what? Wait a second, what? Who's shooting this many projectiles at us? So the boss only shoots the really fast projectiles, so it's definitely not the boss. Gotta be a bit careful here. I don't think we necessarily have enough damage for a wave 11 boss. This is kind of hard. Like, in general, wave 11 bosses are not the easiest to kill. In our case, there's... Wait, is he... Why does it feel like he's healing? Oh, he is healing. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, this one right here, look, I'm chasing it, behind it. This one with the little white hat, it's very cute, right? It actually heals its allies. So that one, I think, just healed the boss back to full HP from wherever we had him a second ago. Yeah, this is seeming a bit impossible. We're just going to have to let it go. No legendary loot crate, that's okay. We get more harvesting, we get a fish hook. I will take it. So every time we lock an item or weapon in the future, we now have a chance to improve it by cursing it with this. Crit chance, I will take. More harvesting, I'll take. We have almost 500 harvesting, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Combine and buy this sickle. This is, like, not the greediest play humanly possible, which is what I'm trying to not do. Also, we get a barnacle. Every time we level up, we'll get some stat upgrades. That's pretty good. Lifesteal minus knockback. I mean, we're not really utilizing knockback at all, so I think that's okay. We could take that. Melee damage, XP gain. We could definitely use some XP gain, and a recycling machine as well. That would be nice. Recycling machine makes it so that loot crates give us higher value from the items that we end up getting rid of. We can also recycle the weapons we currently have equipped to get higher value back. So anything we end up, like, selling off, basically, is going to give us a bunch of money now. Well, once we have the item, we don't actually have it yet. Also, I did just go for the double pruner. I don't think we necessarily need it, especially because, well, we're kind of not going to be fighting a boss for a very long time. The next boss we're going to fight is going to be on wave 18, which is really far away because it's 6 waves. Like, by the time that happens, we'll have made another 5,000 materials or something ridiculous and bought a million more items. So I think once we get there, even our pruners would be good enough. But yeah, we don't necessarily need to do that, right? Because if we just use 6 pruners, it is much harder to kill the enemies, and that is just kind of giving yourself a challenge just for the sake of it when you don't need that much harvesting. Like, we were using 6 pruners for a long time, now we're using 2 sickles to just make it easier and safer. Alright, 700, not bad. More harvesting, I'm just gonna take it. Oh my god, I almost bought this on accident. This would have given us 567% dodge, but we would have lost all of our harvesting. This can be really good if you switch it with like armor in particular, but obviously we're not doing that here. This is dodge, so it has to be in the positive. So these zeros don't count, and neither does the negative. So which is your lowest stat, which is currently dodge, 2%, and our highest stat, harvesting. Yeah, if this were armor, I maybe would have taken it, but we're just going to go ahead and skip it for now. Stone skin, 1 max HP for every armor we have. That is pretty good. I could also ban some of the items we're seeing here, but they're not necessarily that relevant. Also, we see a tree that can spawn trees and give us more loot crates potentially. A bit more luck I will take. More healing from the tentacle, a whetstone as well, and a lucky coin. That's pretty good. It is definitely... It's not late. It's actually good. Because luck makes you drop more fruits as well, if you didn't know. The only thing I'm thinking is that we don't actually have very much crit chance, so I'm not sure it'll get great value. We'll get great value out of it, but in theory, it gives us a bunch of luck. We get more crit chance, it gives us even more luck, and that luck gives us more harvesting, which means we get more money, which means the lucky coin pays for itself and more. So it is like a good investment. Regardless, we're going to take it. Also, there's a tree down here. Loot crate. Nice. We actually managed to get a loot crate. Yeah, every loot crate we get is kind of good. Just because we get so much money and we have the recycling machine. So we can sell whatever we get out of it if we don't need it. I see another tree. I'd like to get the tree. I'm kind of getting trapped in the corner. So this is why we took 2 sickles, right? Because of this. Exactly, right? We're kind of struggling here. You'll notice. We are struggling a bit. Yeah, I can't get to that. Oh, no. Okay, it's fine. It's alright. We have 646 harvesting. So this is an item we can ban. We just never are taking this. 4 armor over crit. Yes, armor is super safe. More harvesting. I'm taking it. Oh, we cursed it. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Also, I'm going to combine these pruners and buy this one. So now we get 3 luck for every 1% crit we have. That is pretty good. I like that a lot. We need to find some more things we can buy here. More damage, more max HP. Another bag. Sure. Go ahead and combine these two, and we will get... You know what? Should I do this? This is so greedy. Let's just take the pruner as is. This makes the garden spawn fruit every 10 seconds instead of every 12, which is not bad. A little bit faster, right? Get a couple, or like 1 extra fruit every wave or something. Also, we should be avoiding picking up fruit even if we take damage, unless it's like life-saving. If it's a life or death situation, obviously we pick up the fruit. But if we can avoid picking them up, then we can just kind of heal completely back from our items. We also do have a little bit of lifesteal, which can help. Do I not have that much attack speed? Oh, wait, I swore I took way more attack speed than this. We have 5% attack speed. I thought I had like closer to 30%. I can feel it because whenever you have low attack speed in a horde wave, they end up looking like this, right? They're just like right on top of me. It's not really an issue for us because we can just heal so much anyways from our items. So we're kind of just tanking the damage and recovering really quickly after we take the damage. But yeah, definitely makes it easier if you just have attack speed in a wave like this. Give me the tree. Thank you. We're almost through. And there it is. 1100 materials and a pretty good legendary item. 3 armor, and now all the money's going to fly at us. Some luck, sure. Damage percent or crit. I have to take the one that's shinier. I'm going to take this as well because it's pretty good. And we get a cursed pruner. Oh, that is huge. So cursed pruner, look at this. Every 8 seconds it spawns a fruit. If you can curse pruners, it is absolutely absurd. That's a really good pickup. We'll take a cyber ball for some more damage. Pruner here. I'm just going to do this and take it. This lair will spawn 2 loot aliens. We can get rid of them later for some money. Should we get 12 melee damage? That is not bad. I think I'll take it. It's... Oh, Retro Mation's hoodie. You know what? I'm going to do this, I think. I'm going to do this. Oh, we'll take a sickle as well. And a cauldron, this will be good. More pickup range, which means things come to us more easily, like from farther away. And then also means that we can get a bunch of damage percent when we pick up a fruit. So we're just going to get like a little damage boost every time we pick up fruit. And obviously we're picking up quite a bit of fruit. Yeah, so if Retromation's hoodie gets cursed, I'll be pretty happy to take it. The issue with it right now is it would reduce our range by 80. And that might not seem like a big deal, but you'll learn very quickly. If you ever get your range too deep into the negative, you're going to start taking a lot more damage because you can't actually hit the enemies before they reach you sometimes. And that's just like a lack of range issue. So we're not going to take the negative 80 range from Retromation's hoodie yet. We can just try and curse it in the meantime because we do have the fish hook. If we get it cursed, that'll mean we get even more attack speed out of the item. I mean, currently we have 0 dodge anyways, so we need a ton of dodge, and we need a ton of crit chance if we even want to use the Retromation hoodie. Yeah, otherwise it's just not going to do anything for us, so there's no point in taking it. Okay, 1200, and we get another spicy sauce. I'll take it. Look at that, 8000 damage. That's really good. We get this item. We're just going to take it because it's unique. We can get it out of the pool. We don't need range damage anyways. Another item that can give HP regen. I'll take that as well. Roll a bit. 12 max HP. I'll take that too. Oh, we actually cursed the shackles. Okay. We're going to take luck. We're going to take XP gain. Pruner upgrade. Every 6 seconds spawn a fruit. That's ridiculous. Silver bullet's good for damage against bosses. Sure. A sickle. I really want to combine this weapon I have here. Some armor, sure. And there it is. Every 5 seconds, spawn a fruit. That's absurd. One more roll. Attack speed and crit. That wouldn't be bad. We do want to curse the Retromation hoodie, like I said, but the I'm going to take the shackle, by the way. You might be confused why I cursed it and then I'm just leaving it there. Well, the shackle limits your movement speed for the entire basically the entire duration of your run. So like even if we went to, wave 100, we wouldn't be able to get more move speed if we take the shackles. I don't want to do that. We have currently only a 6% speed. That's really low. Like if I can get it to 20, I'll feel pretty comfortable taking a shackle. I would love to have like 30%, but I mean, we don't need that. 30% is just like a luxury, I guess. Or like, what's another word to describe? It's fine. It's fine. Basically, it's like, it would be nice, but I don't necessarily need that to happen for this run to be good. I would be super happy to just take a shackles and cap my move speed when I have 20% or something. That'd be okay. Give me the tree. I'm also going to go for these little purple guys. They give you more curse chance. Another tree. Avoiding this dragonfish or whatever his name is. I keep forgetting. Max HP. We lose dodge, but I'm going to take it. This is unique. I was just going to take it. Ban this item, the bandana. Move speed. There we go. And if we could get move speed here, I would love to. But I think I'm just going to take crit chance. And then harvesting. Sure. Okay, 18%. How do we feel about that? It's not bad, but I really would like to get a little more. Damage and lifesteal, melee and knockback. More lifesteal, minus HP regen, sure. Move speed and structure attack speed, this is good. This actually works on the gardens that you spawn from your pruners. So this will make them spawn 10% more quickly, which is a huge difference. Now we have 23 move speed. I think I'm willing to take the shackles now. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I don't want to wait any longer because we've already had it locked here for so long. I would love to get this Retromation's hoodie cursed. We have 0 dodge right now, which means if we take the Retromation hoodie as is, we're not actually going to even get that much value out of it. Like obviously we'll be able to stop taking attack speed and then instead just take dodge, and that'll give us 2 stats in 1. So it's good no matter what, right? We just get to get dodge basically. If we take the hoodie, we get dodge and we get attack speed both together. I would still like to curse it. We have a couple waves left. We don't need it to win or anything. Like we're doing completely fine here. And if we curse it, it'll be way easier for us to get like 50 dodge, and then that'll end up giving us like 200% attack speed. So it'd be like twice as effective, right? So I'm just hoping we curse it, and I don't want to pick it up. It is taking up a shop slot. That is okay. The shop slot is not going to hurt us. Okay, we're fine. We have almost 100 health. We're super tanky. We heal a ton. We deal a bunch of damage already. Like, we'll be fine even if we leave the hoodie there and miss out on some other items. Alright, look at all that harvesting we just got. Almost 1200. Get some luck here. Lifesteal, sure. More harvesting, I'm just going to take it. We can't use move speed anymore, of course. And I'll just take more harvesting again. We still didn't curse it. What is our curse chance? We can check on the fish hook here. 35% chance to curse. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I could take a celery tea if I'm not scared of this boss. I feel like our sickles are so good. Look, 700 damage because they scale with harvesting. This item is insane on their character. I'm going to take it. I think it's okay. Armor, crit, speed, engineering. Sure. We'll take an ugly tooth as well. This removes enemies' move speed up to 20%. Until they are dead, they will just be slower. And we get a Kraken's Eye. I mean, this is good, right? It deals a bunch of explosion damage every time we take damage ourselves. We could take more max HP, sure. 2 melee damage. Or melee damage, 10 harvesting. That's pretty expensive for some harvesting. Maybe not. Anything else? Speed and dodge. Yes? Also, I'm going to get rid of this for the sickle, okay? I think speed and dodge, because we want dodge, right? Anyways, we may as well take it. Okay, let's go. And yeah, I haven't mentioned the ban system much. Actually, someone mentioned in a previous video, they were like, oh, you know, you could have maybe banned this and this and it would have been more efficient. I'm like, yeah, you're absolutely right. But I think the way I see it is that I don't have any specific bans in mind. And generally speaking, I feel like you can actually just ban whatever you want. If you know an item is going to be useless in your run, you can ban it. You don't have to think about it very much. But I also feel like there are a lot of items which just don't really make a difference in the pool, and it's not going to affect our run. Like in my case, I'd like to ban maybe tier 3 or tier 4 items because they're like higher impact, right? There aren't many tier 2 or tier 1 items I really want. And even if you ban some of them, there are so many of them, it's not actually going to impact the chance you find other ones that much. But yeah, if you ban legendary items or tier 3 items, you have a way higher chance of seeing the rest of the ones that are in the pool still. We just made like 1,500 materials. Okay, this is insane. I'm taking it. Every time we crit, we're now going to deal percentage damage to the enemies as well. That is really good. Take some XP. XP gain, you're way too late. I'm actually just going to ban it. It's way too late. Garden, you're also way too late, but I'll take it, whatever. More range, more move speed, the exact stats we don't even really need anymore. I'm going to go to reroll. Attack speed. I mean, we should just go for dodge if anything, but I guess I will take it because it's being offered. I would take dodge here. Yeah, 16%. Nice. Oh, more move speed. Oh my god. Come on. No? Okay, I'll just take range. Oh, we finally cursed it. There we go. So now every single dodge point we have is going to also give us 4% attack speed. That's really awesome. The crown is way too late. This would have been insane if we got it earlier. It gives you increased percentage harvesting boost at the end of every wave. So it goes from 8% to 16%. So in our case, that's actually, wait, 10% of 100 or 1,320. How much is that? 10% is 132. So 8% is pretty much 100 and like 4, I guess, right? 106 or something. It's like 106 harvesting or something like that. So we would gain 106 extra harvesting at the end of next wave if we took this right now. But that means it doesn't even pay for itself because we have one wave left after that. So we're just going to pass. I'll take a hedgehog and just start rerolling. Oh my god, that's amazing. 31% dodge when we just got Retribution's hoodie. Yeah, of course we're going to take that. Skip the weird ghost. We don't want that. Cursed weapon, but we don't need it. I'd like to just get some more sickles and get rid of some of these pruners now. This pearl is kind of insane. 14% damage for one item. I think I'll take it. Extra enemies and damage. Okay. Another sickle. Sure. Drop pruner. Armor dodge. That gives us damage as well. And actually gets us the dodge cap. Nice. Anything else? Peacock. Sure. Sure. The snail reduces enemy move speed. Ooh, that could be good. 37% damage boost. Yeah, that would be absurd. And Tractor would have been crazy earlier as well. A little bit too late now. I think I'm going to do this. And this gives us a small chance to curse the bone dice, which can then give us a little bit of damage percent. What's our curse chance? Is it 0? It is 0. Okay, so the fishhook has no pity chance. Just a, 20% chance of cursing either of those items. That's completely fine though. The only thing we need to do now is completely switch into the sickles. This is pretty much the only really important part of the guide, right? Step 1. You take anything that is of value, like any high value item or stat, you should just click it, right? If it's worth your money, take it. You'll figure it out later, And then step 2, start with the pruner, so you get a bunch of fruit from gardens. Step 3, switch to sickles eventually. Like just slowly switch over to sickles throughout your run, and especially during the middle of the run, because it'll get more difficult if you don't. And that way you'll still be able to take care of all the big enemies, and your harvesting keeps increasing itself anyways. You don't need all this fruit, right? I actually have a video where I think I basically only used pruners for the entire run, and then I only picked up a sickle for wave 20, one single sickle, and that sickle was dealing like 4,000 damage per hit. So the more harvesting you get, the more efficient the sickles are. But that doesn't mean you want to make the run harder and just only use pruners the whole time. Crit and dodge, that is perfect. That's exactly what we want. See, now we're just going to go ahead and ban some things because we don't need them. Okay, well, we need this. This is great. 5 armor, sure. Damage, sure. Crit chance, sure. Great. We cursed everything. Except for the thing we wanted to curse. Now that it's the last shop, I'm just going to go ahead and ban some useless stuff. This will also give me a free reroll, which is kind of nice. Another sickle. Okay, great. So we can actually get rid of this. You can see it's a cursed pruner, but it's still much worse than the sickle. Because the sickle has that harvesting scaling, which you just can't beat, you know? It's way too good. Now, I'm just going to ban you because we wouldn't take you anyways. And I'll ban you because you're too late. We could take this now. It's so unnecessary. It doesn't even really give damage. I think we'll skip it. Oh, this is great. 25% damage against bosses and elites. Sure. Not you. 20% dodge and lifesteal. Yeah, we'll take that. That's actually great. You're way too late. Sickle. There we go. We want to get as many sickle. Oh my god, yes. Tier 4 sickle. Another one? Oh, it's so good. 56. We have... So if this is 5% of our total money, then we could take it, right? That's how it technically works. So we'd have only like 400 and something. We'd have like 20. Yeah, it's not worth it. So it'd save us like 20 materials in this shop, which is not enough to be worth it. Anything else? Right here. Or right here. Oh, it's too expensive. I wish we could have bought this. Well, guys, that is the farmer. Super sick champ. I love this guy. Or champ, sorry. Super sick character. I think is great. I hope you enjoyed. This is our final build. We have 6 sickles. You know, you can see them here. Tier 2, Tier 3, and 3 Tier 4s as well. The highest damage we could deal is 1300 per hit every 0.2 seconds. Pretty good. And these are our final stats. 1500 harvesting, 340 luck, capped out speed at 37%, capped dodge at 85%, 23 armor, not exactly capped crit, but we do have nearly 400% attack speed, 200% damage percent, and ridiculous tanky stats here. Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, maybe leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and I always appreciate it. You can also click join below if you want to join my YouTube membership to support me even more. That's it. Let's go. Week 20. Okay, here we go. This shouldn't take too long. That's 1 boss down. And that's 2 bosses down. Yeah, seems about right. GG. Here are all of our final items at the end of the run. You can take a peek here if you would like. And yeah, that's it, guys, okay? Next time we will be playing the Ghost, so guys come and watch that. This character is super fun as well. You can get 90% dodge, and you can also stack permanent damage stats throughout the entire run. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the Ghost run, okay? Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.